What is going on, everybody? I hope everybody's having a fantastic week. I hope your weekend was great. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Black Apino the Apple Guy, and today I'm doing a kind of short unboxing, sort of, if you will, of my brand new CPU cooler that I just got in the mail. Actually, yesterday. I didn't really get it until after I got off of work, and so today I'm going to show you just what it is that I got, and then just we're going to kind of go through the unboxing, just kind of show you what comes in the case. Now I'm going to show you what I got. Now this is my new CPU cooler. Now if you watched my last video on my desk tour, I talked about why I had to basically return the other CPU cooler that I got and needed something different because the accessories and parts that came with that one, I had to remove the Command Pro that I had already. So just a quick recap, everything that I have on the fan that you see in the back here, all those fans that are RGB, that are changing colors, those are all Corsair fans. Now I have those all connected to a hub, which is called the Commander Pro, and then I also have the RGB connections connected to what is known as a node, and I have those all again connected to the RGB Command Pro on my PC. Now I actually have to remove those from my last PC case so that I could put them in this one because I was kind of switching between cases. And the RGB fan that I bought, which is basically similar to this one, only it's just slightly different because it has RGB fans as well as the block being RGB as well. Well, it came with its own version of a Command Pro that I would have had to use with that PC case, which means I would have had to remove that one that I just put in a couple of weeks ago, and I really didn't want to do that because I had to 3M tape it on there and basically have to use a heat gun to remove it off my other case to put it on that one, and I didn't really want to go through all that trouble having to remove that, put this on there because, you know, it just becomes a pain to do all that. So I kind of looked around, wasn't really sure what I wanted. I know I wanted the liquid cool mine, but I didn't really have to go through the trouble of having to go through all of the process of having to remove that, put in a new one, and then having to redo the fans. So my brother, who has built like 6 computers, recommended that I buy one similar to his. So that is what I bought here. This is the h115 RGB Pro XT by Corsair. Now this is similar to the one that I bought previously, only that one was called the Capati, which is the one that came with the Command Pro. This one does not come with the Command Pro. This one is just simply simple fans. The fans are not RGB, but the block is, and it's pretty simple to put this in without having to pull out a whole bunch of fans. All I have to do is remove the fans that I got up on the top of that one, simply put the radiator on this one, on that, and then put these on the radiator set. Now this is a 280mm fan set, so it's two 140 fans together for this one. I didn't really want to go small. I have two 140s in the front, and then right now currently I have two 120s in the top, and then on the rear of it another 120. Didn't really want to do that. Really want to go a little bit bigger with all the fans, so I'm going to have two 140s in the front, then I will have the two 140s in the top, and I'm going to use these as exhaust, not intake. That way I don't have everything being forced out the back through a 120 fan. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of go and unopen this, and I'm just going to show you what comes with it and just kind of give you some tips as well. And I will also be doing a video maybe on installing this, or at least show you what it looks like after I've already installed this in my PC. So we're going to get into the unboxing just so I can show you what it looks like and what the pieces that come with it are, and just some quick tips also on some things that you don't want to do. These are problems that I actually came across and had to buy some new parts for my PC. So we're going to get an unboxing of this, and I'm just going to show you what comes in this. And I'm going to apologize about the lighting. I know it's not as good lighting. It's about 2 something in the morning here, so I've been kind of busy doing a lot of other stuff also as well. So I'm doing some other videos that I was just finishing editing also. So please excuse the lighting if it's a little bit poor, but we're going to get into the unboxing of this now, just kind of show you what's in this. So as you can see, this is the iCue h115 RGB Pro XT. This is a all-in-one liquid CPU cooler. Basically means that's all of the liquid is in there, goes through the tubes, radiator, the fan keeps my CPU cooler. therefore giving me much better performance on my gaming rig. Now, the one that I had previously to this one, as I mentioned before, was a Capati. I believe I'm saying it right. Capati RGB Pro. The problem with that one was that it came with its own Command Pro, which is what I needed to plug in the RGB fans in order for them to work on it. And since I already have some on my computer already installed on the other side of my case, I didn't want to have to remove those, just to replace it with basically the same thing with just one more plug-in in it. So I ended up returning that one. This one works much better in terms of just not having to go through all the trouble of having to remove what I got already on there and then adding something else. So later on in the future, if I wanted to swap out the fans and put RGB fans in it, it's actually pretty simple. I simply would just remove these fans, put another set of 240s in there, connect those to the RGB hub node on my Corsair, and that's pretty much it. So we're just going to get into unboxings and then just kind of show you what comes in this. So as you can see, warranty guide right there, and this is just the manual. Obviously shows you how to do everything in there. It's going to come in obviously different languages, and then we get into the fan itself. So let's see, we'll start with the fans first. So these are the fans. These are 144 millimeter fans. There's two of them. Now normally if they were RGB, you would have more than just the pins. You'd also have something that said connect to the RGB hub. I don't have RGB fans on this, at least not yet. I will be replacing these eventually when RGB fans come down a little bit in price, but basically I'll be connecting these to my Command Pro so that I can control the fan speed of both my fans. That way I can, not have them super loud. If I want a noise, I can just simply adjust it to any way I want. So that's the two fans right there. So as you can see, the pump comes pre-applied with thermal paste, so all I have to do is simply remove the thermal paste off of the CPU once I remove the CPU fan off of it, and I'm just going to use simple rubbing alcohol. So anytime you are replacing a stock cooler fan with a aftermarket, basically all you have to do is simply clean off the thermal paste that's applied to the CPU with simple rubbing alcohol, make sure you get it all clean, and then whichever CPU fan that you buy, it will always come with it pre-applied. All you have to do is just simply put it on, and that's it. So these are the cables that these are the cables that are attached to it. So this one is going to be my SATA port power. So basically this will be powered obviously by the power unit. So you basically plug this into an available SATA power, and then this plugs into your CPU fan controller head on your motherboard, and I'm guessing this is what plugs in for my fans, is what I would be using this for. And then again, the other cord plugs into my available USB port, and then that would plug basically into that piece right there, as you can see, that little hole right there. And then so this is what the front of it looks like. Now the hoses are bendable, so don't worry about bending them too much and then it coming out. You're not going to bend it to where it falls unless you pull it out, but otherwise it's pretty sturdy in terms of just how the CPU, how it's connected to the radiator. So I'm just going to show you what the pump head looks like, the top part. So as you can see right there, that's just your simple Corsair, and it's all going to be RGB connected. So I'm guessing I'll still be able to control the fans from my Command Pro and not having to worry about using this, although I won't know yet until I get it all set up. But that is pretty much everything that comes with my CPU fan. Now like I said before, I'm not sure if I'll be doing a video for it. I might. I'm still learning how to do all this, so bear that in mind, but I'll probably just do an after video after I've gotten everything kind of basically done. So stay tuned for that video. So that is everything for the unboxing of my iCue Corsair h115 RGB Pro XT. Now I might do a video on installing this, all in one, but I might just do an after video after it's all been installed so I can show you where all the cords have been plugged in and whatnot, because This usually takes, especially if you're a novice and you've never done this before. I've only taken apart my CPU fan twice, so this is going to be a little bit different than the other two previous versions that I've done before. So it took me about 2 hours to kind of do that, so I'd rather not have my cameras running for that long. So what I'll probably end up doing is just showing you an after I'm done putting it together. So stay tuned for that video when I have it uploaded. So that's it. So again, I want to thank everybody for watching this video, and if you're new here, please smash that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, that way you don't miss content when I drop it. And I want to thank everybody for watching this video, and again, my name is Black Appeal the Apple Guy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.